Welcome NX fans, this is my second video, and this is a NX tournament battle against me and Darnell, double battle. Now as you can tell, he has a very offensive team, and there's a lot of threats, especially that laddie that's in his team, a Haxorus and a Aerodactyl, and his keep forgetting what that fighting Mankey or something like that, and his Gengar. So this is basically an offensive team. Now, as you can tell from my team, it's there. Not my best team. I put some of my strikers, and I try to find a good defensive team. Now let's see how this works out. Now, for many of you that have battled me before, double battle is not one of my preferable formats. So I start with my Ferrothorn and Among Us. I'm trying to go defensive. I'm trying to paralyze that Latias. So when I take out my Salamence, I could just sweep it. So his Primate goes for a Substitute, which isn't very good for me, and his Latias goes for a Calm Mind. So it's alright. He's trying to set up. I could. That's good, I guess. So I go for a Thunder Wave. I'm glad he didn't attack me. So now I've cut his speed in half. Now that Primate is dangerous. So I'm basically vulnerable right now to any offensive team. So I switch out. And I bring in my NX Guru. I go for Rage Powder, trying to, buy some time. He goes for an Earthquake, and doesn't affect his Latias, of course. Now, I didn't take that much damage. Now, I did a mistake here, because I was pretty nervous in this battle, of course, because it's a double battle. So I brought in my NX Guru, which is a special attacker, and Latias that has its defense raised by 2, special defense. So that was my first mistake. I did quite a few mistakes in this battle. He goes for a Cross Chop. My Pizza isn't really, an attacker. He's there to stall. So I go for a Nice Beam, and look at that. It barely took anything. So he hits me with a Psychic, and pretty much kills me. But that's alright. My Pizza is just there to, to take the hits, to buy me some time. Restores with the leftover. So then I take out my Calypso, which is one of my main strikers in my team. So I go for a Dragon Claw. At first I wanted to go for a Dragon Dance so I could, get a power up and, sweep his entire team. But it would have been too risky. With his Latias being in play, too risky. And my Moxie, that's... Now, his Primate hits me with a, I think, Smackdown, and it doesn't take that much. I'm surprised. And it's not that my Salamence is good. I think it's just that his Primate seemed pretty weak. So, his Substitute goes away once I hit it with a Psychic. That Primate doesn't look very dangerous. At first I thought it did, but... So he sends out a Lapras, and things are getting dangerous. So I hit it with a brick break, and it does a lot more damage than than I thought it would. Now that's a lot for a Lapras. I think it's high on defense. So he goes for another substitute, and just trying to protect himself. So he hits me with an Ice Beam. Of course, that's going to take me down. Super effective, of course. ×4. No chance. So I hit that primary with another Psychic. No damage whatsoever, of course, of the substitute. And I take on my Alakazam, one of my best Pokemon in my team. I've made people quit my group because of this Pokemon. So I hit it with a Psychic, taking out his Lapras. Now his Primate hits me with a Cross Chop, and I know it's not going to kill me. My Alakazam isn't known for his defense, but it's not going to kill it. So I hit it with a Psychic. Now it's vulnerable. It's out there, and I've taken out 2 Pokemon in 1 turn, so that's good for me. Now this is where things get intense. Now he's bringing out his strikers, his Aerodactyl and his Haxorus. Probably like the highlight of his team. So I decide to hit Aerodactyl with a Psychic, because it's gonna outspeed most of my Pokemon if I don't kill it. And shockingly, it does kill it. I'm glad for that. I'm glad he's out. His Haxorus goes for a Sword Dance, and right here, I could tell I already won the match. It's over. Raises his attack by 2. I hit it with an Ice Beam. No chance. Super effective, of course. So now that battle is 4 against 1. He brings out his Gengar, his last Pokemon. No chance. Hit it with a Psychic. Plus, it has a Life Orb. Okay. And there it goes. Orange, red, and it's over. And that's how our battle went. So I want to thank everyone for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I want to thank my opponent, Darnell, for giving me a good battle. And yeah, thank you. Take care.